That again, 2 people dead, including the shooter. And now we are getting reports from several different sources that the shooter has killed himself. We are trying to get a local official, a local police representative on the phone now so you can hear directly from this person what appears to have happened in this movie theater in Lafayette tonight, as 6 were reportedly wounded and the gunman plus 1 other we believe are dead. Do we have him?
Yes, Megan, I'm here.
Hi, sir. I'm sorry, I didn't even get your name from my producers. What is it?
Hey, Megan, this is Sergeant
Officer,
Kyle
thank you for
Suarez.
being here with us. Tell us what happened.
Sure. Approximately 7:30 Central Time, a male entered the Grand Theater located on Johnston Street within the city limits of Lafayette. At some point, the male began firing randomly in one of the theaters inside. We can confirm that there are at least 2 to 3 fatalities on scene, one of which we believe is the shooter, and there have been several injured that have been transported to area hospitals. But we do believe that the shooter is at least one of the fatalities at this time.
And when you say several injured, can you confirm 6? Does that number sound about right?
Between 6 and 10 at this time, Megan, that we can confirm.
When you say the gunman entered, the male entered, did he enter while the movie was in progress?
That's unconfirmed at this time, Megan.
Any idea what kind of weapon he was using?
No, we're unable to confirm that at this time. As you can imagine, it's very early in the investigation.
Of course, of course. And can you confirm that he shot himself, that he killed himself?
Again, we're not ready to confirm that at this time, Megan.
What is the age range of the victims?
We have not even begin to identify the victims. Obviously, we would want to notify the next of kin and family members before we would start even releasing that information.
Had there been any sort of a threat called in?
We're looking into that right now. We're looking to see if there is any postings on any type of social media. Again, very early in the investigation, and all those aspects will be looked into.
Any reason to believe there might be a connection to ISIS or radical Islam or terror as we understand it in this country?
Yeah, it's too early, Kelly. I'm sorry, Megan. It's too early to draw any type of conclusion that such a thing.
Understood. Thank you, sir, so much for giving us the time tonight. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Megan.
Joining me now again, Sheriff David Clark of the Milwaukee County Sheriff's Office. We asked him to come back when we heard the breaking news. Sheriff, thank you for being here. And so what would you imagine that the sheriffs, that the law enforcement right now is doing around that movie theater, and the shooter's dead, so with respect to him and his personal effects and home?
Well, the first thing, as you know, Megan, the first facts are those most likely to change as this thing goes on. Panic, pandemonium, horror in a situation like this. The first responders have to attend to the injured and start sharing information, gathering information. We heard the gunman may be dead, he may not be dead. My biggest concern in these situations now is that there's not some secondary situation where he planted explosives, or maybe there's a secondary shooter somewhere in the area, or maybe even still in the theater. So in the early parts of this, and I've been in these chaotic situations, you want to calm everything down, get help to the injured, and start piecing this thing together. It's going to be a long night for those officers in Lafayette, Louisiana.
What kind of evidence are they looking to retrieve that could be helpful to them?
Well, the evidence stage collection comes later on. As I indicated, first of all, they want to tend to the injured.
What about the shell
one.
casings inside the theater?
Yeah, shell casings, you want to protect the scene. Shell casings, the weapon, if the gunman is dead, you want to protect that weapon. You want to start helping identify people. You want to make sure that the people that fled, because like I said, panic and pandemonium sets in. You want to make sure that you can keep as many people as you can, at least in the area, because they're all witnesses. I don't know how crowded the theater was, but this is going to be a painstaking investigation. And I just, my prayers are with the people in Lafayette, the people in that theater, the first responders, and I'm just going to pray at this point.
Absolutely right. It was days ago that the Aurora movie theater shooter was found guilty of murder over and over again. And the nation relived that crime in a way many did not want to, as we heard a very effective prosecutor walk us through what that person did to the children and others inside that movie theater. How big a risk is there, Sheriff, that something like that could lead to a copycat event?
Well, we're living in that age right now, unfortunately. And, until they learn the motive and what was behind this thing, we're speculating at this point. But, yeah, we're seeing it more and more, unfortunately. And this is the age we live in.
Yeah, we'll find out more in the hours and days ahead. Sheriff, thank you for your help tonight. Again, carnage has been unleashed in Louisiana. Stay tuned.
Tonight,